Hi guys, Jed Johnson here from dieselcrew.com, and what I want to do right now is tell you a little bit about the contest that's going on here, the grip contest on August 18th here in Wyalusing, Pennsylvania. It's part of the World's Strongest Hands worldwide international contest. The way it works is there's individual events taking place throughout the world, several in North America, others in Russia, the UK, other parts of Europe, and even Australia, and I think either Argentina or Brazil is holding a leg as well. So every year this becomes bigger and bigger, and the outreach of grip sport grows as well. And then what happens is the contest performances that take place here will be compared against all the other lifts that take place throughout the world. The equipment that is used is pretty much uniform. So essentially we're all using the same equipment because they've been produced to specific regulations. So what I wanted to do is cover some of the questions that I've gotten regarding the contest. One person, it's his first contest, so he sent me a message at the grip board. And I wanted to go ahead and touch on all of these in addition to just specific information about the contest and events, because maybe a lot of other people have questions like this. So first off, he wants to know if there's a breakdown of the event and the contest itself anywhere. And yes, there is. There's a link that I put up on dieselcrew.com, and I will also put a link right below this video so that you can see what the events are and some more specifics about the contest. But essentially it starts at 10 a.m. here in Wyalusing, Pennsylvania. If you need directions, just contact me and I can get you the address. But you come, we start up at 10 and then we go till we're done. And there's 4 events, and I want to run through those events right now. I don't have the actual order here in front of me, so I'm going to go by memory here, which isn't always the best, but I know these are the events. So first off, I'm pretty sure the first event is the Vulcan V2 gripper. So this is the gripper that we will be using at the contest. It's a black spring with gold dip paint on it. So, or that may actually be the other way around, gold spring with black dip paint. But anyway, that's what we're using. And brand new Vulcan. I've barely used it myself. I've been focusing on other types of gripper training. The thing about the Vulcan is the set is a little bit wider. The spread is a little bit wider than your normal torsion spring grippers, so the set's going to be tougher, but the ramp up and close near the end is actually a little lighter than other grippers. So we're going to be using a 20mm block for this, so you'll be able to set the gripper down, place a block in between the handles, and you'll be able to then make your attempt for the official close. I've got plenty of videos online here at YouTube that are both live contest footage and also how to use the block and why we use the block. So I can add those links here so you can check those out as well. The links will go to the videos themselves on a separate tab in most cases, so you won't have to worry about losing this video or having to come back and start all over. One of the other events is the wrist developer. All this equipment comes from David Horn's World of Grip. The wrist developer looks like this. I don't have the spring on it right now, but you just move this. You start like this, you move it forward so that the back guard touches the back arm. Okay, so that's an official attempt right there when you touch there. So this is made to replicate the force that's used in reverse style nail bending, which is what is generally considered the purest way to test wrist strength in a bending type of endeavor, the reverse style. A lot of people have asked me about Vulcan grippers and wrist developers. I don't have any in stock right now, but I'm actually working on getting a small delivery prior to the contest. So if you would like one of the Vulcan V2s, please let me know. David Horn is all out of stock for the wrist developers, so those are unavailable at this time. Sounds like most people have already picked them up anyway. Next, then we go on to 2 events that use the grip tops equipment. So one of those is the stub, and I've got a video up on the stub here at YouTube. This is the stub. and this is just an attachment that fits into a loading pin, which looks like this. And I've got a full demonstrational video on how that lift is done. If you don't have the grip tops, pretty easy to replicate just using some simple equipment that you can make yourself from stuff at the hardware store. So up until this point, we'll all be using the same equipment. For the last event that I'm going to cover today, not necessarily it's the last event in the order of the competition, but the last one I'm going to show you is the adjustable thick bar. This also fits right on top of the loading pin. So this is the largest. This is right around 3 inches in diameter. Then there's 4 sizes that will be used. So you'll be able to get an idea of what size fits you the best throughout the competition. You'll be able to, I'll have this loaded up and you'll be able to test it throughout the competition. If you have the equipment and you haven't tested it yet, I definitely want you to try it out, because you may be surprised what feels best for you on the lift. For me, by far, the largest size worked best for me. Alright, so those are the events up until this point. The way the contest is run is we do one event at a time. Everybody goes through, they get 4 attempts, and then go on to the next event. So there's 4 events. I'm toying with the idea of including 2-hand pinch at the end, but I just don't know. It's going to make the contest very long. I'd like to know how many people are coming in order to make that call. Okay? So some of the other questions that were sent in. How long is a contest? The shortest grip contest I ever ran was about 4.5 hours, and that was extremely hurried. I would expect World's Strongest Hands to last about 6 hours. We're going to start at 10, and we're going to go till it's done, really. But by estimate, we'll probably be done by 4 or 5. So that'll work. As far as what goes on afterwards, I mean, it's pretty much a free-for-all here. I've got to do some data entry, and I need to send the results back to David as soon as possible. But you're free to use any of the equipment that I have. I have dozens of block weights. I have inch dumbbells. I have Rolling Thunder. So if you're interested in trying to attain a lift for the records list at thegripboard.com, then you can feel free to do that. But it's going to be your responsibility to videotape it for the submission, because I will most likely be busy. But other than that, you guys can hang out here for a while and go ahead and lift. One question came in about what is there to do, because like in the area for the wives and stuff, do the wives come to this? Yes, I've had plenty of cases where competitors bring their wives or their girlfriends or boyfriends, whatever the case may be. Sometimes they watch, sometimes they drop them off and they go for a ride. The area here in Wyalusing is very scenic, and there's several things that you can do. If you Google it, you should be able to find some stuff. But there's 2 main things. There's a Marie Antoinette lookout, which you can see a great deal of landscape in the area. And then also there's the Marie Antoinette Museum that's in French Asylum, which is about 10 miles away. And those are pretty cool things that you might want to check out. As far as do people come and hang out, sometimes we get competitors here. Sometimes we get like an audience that comes along with the competitors. To have people come from the community just to watch generally doesn't happen. I don't promote the contest that way, so it's not usually an expectation for people to come and watch, although it does happen sometimes. Certainly the wives are welcome to come and hang out. I will have water here for the competitors. It's a good idea, since the contest will run at least 4 to 6 hours, that you'd want to bring water and drinks and food to munch on, so that that's just part of the game, keeping yourself fueled up, and that's the way it is on any competition. You want to have enough stuff to keep your stomach full and keep your energy up. Hotels in the area, yeah, there's plenty of hotels in the area. It just so happens at this point in time, there is a tremendous amount of activity with the natural gas mining in this area. So in some cases, the hotels are completely packed. However, it's worth a call. I can dig those numbers out and I will put them on the post that will go over all of the events for the competition at dieselcrew.com. Again, the link will be below. So you'll be able to make reservations. I'll give you an idea of how far away the hotels are from the competition area. And then, like I said, there's also bed and breakfast around. Bed and breakfast, from what I've heard, they're great around here. Lots of people have stayed there. I have some friends that own bed and breakfast, so I usually try to send people their way as well. So with a small community like this, I know a lot of the people that are business owners, so if I can send some business their way, cool. Beers afterwards, sure. I'll have some beer here. What I was thinking of though is there's a bar right down the road that we could go and we could hang out at afterwards once everything gets cleaned up and once I get all the data sent to David Horn. It's very important to get the data sent back to David on the day of the competition as soon as possible. So as far as official things going on afterwards, there might be, there may not be. If I'm beat, I'm probably not going to go. So it all depends on what's going on. However, if you bring your family and you want to go and hang out at a restaurant or something like that, there's restaurants all over in the next town. The bar is less than a mile down the road, very easy to find. So there are things to do. So I think that's pretty much it. If anyone has any other questions, you can feel free to leave a comment below and I'll just answer your questions here. As far as the entry fee, I don't have that written down in this sheet, so I don't know what it is, but it's on that post at dieselcrew.com. You can just bring that with you the day of the competition. There won't be any prizes handed out here. The prizes will come from David Horn after the event. So I guess what I'm trying to say is you don't have to send the fees in order to give me an idea of who's coming. The contest is going on no matter what. So if I get 3 people here, that's fine. If I know there's 2 people coming for sure. Actually, I know there's 3 people coming for sure. So it'll be me and at least 3 other people. One is a woman. If you're a woman and want to try out the grip sport competitions, let's do it. Like I said, the adjustable thick bar is not only for large-handed individuals, it's also for smaller-handed individuals, so there's no reason why a woman or like a teenager couldn't try this out, and it's a lot of fun. So it's a very supportive atmosphere. The people that will be here are people that have done competitions before. They will help you out, they'll cheer you on, so you shouldn't think you have to come here and have no idea what's going on. You will be supported during the event so that you can perform as well as you can. With that in mind, we'll also try to keep the contest moving as quickly as possible. So I think that's it. I think that's all that needs to be covered now. I think the rest of the questions that you might have would be at the link at dieselcrew.com. So again, check that out below. And if you can't find what you're looking for, feel free to leave a comment below this video, and then I'll answer that later on. Alright, thanks a lot everybody. Thanks for checking out the video, and make sure to subscribe. Take care.